Hi guys, this is Anna and I'm back with another sinking funds video. I know I started this back in June, but I totally failed. I did not save as much as I wanted to, so I wanted to prepare myself and our family for 2021. So on the side over here, I've already drafted up our goals, and I want to start off with our birthdays just because that's easy. We know when it's due and how many months it'll take to save. So I'm going to start off with Ricardo. Then we have Evelyn, our toddler. Then we have Valerie, our baby. Then me. And then along with my birthday is always family pictures. We always take family pictures every year. So I'm just going to go ahead and write that here as well because it's every October. So the goal amount, I did set it very, very high at first. And once I did the monthlies and I did the total, I just knew that that wasn't realistic. We had an $800 sinking funds total per month. And right now we're trying to focus on paying off our debts. So for birthdays, we're going to do 100 per adult, 100 for family pictures, and then 200 per kiddo. It's going to be Valerie's first birthday, so I'm pretty sure we're going to spend all of this money. And for Evelyn, it's more like for a gift for her. So Ricardo's birthday is in February, Evelyn's is in April, Valerie's is in August, mine is in October, and our family pictures are in October. So we have 2 months to save, 4, 8, 10, and 10. And I also did the draft because I wanted numbers here that were going to be divisible by the months that we needed to save. So in all of these scenarios, we have nothing saved. We do have some cash in our envelopes, but I'm going to disregard them and start fresh. That way, for 2021, all of these can be divisible by the number instead of me trying to figure out and have a bunch of cents going on over here. So 100 divided by 2, I have to write all of these over. 100 divided by 2 is 50. 200 divided by 4 is also 50. 200 divided by 8 is 25. 100 divided by 10 is 10, and 10. So that was easy, right? And then I had to dig deep and figure out what subscriptions and other big items that we needed sinking funds for. So the most popular one, I think, would be car insurance, because it's such a different timeline for everything else. It's due in February and August, but for this one we actually have some saved. We have $1,060 saved, and so our goal is 1,200. It might be more or less than that, I'm not sure, but we only have 2 more months left to save. We need $140, so that's $70 per month. And then we also have car maintenance registration. So this was more finicky because, we do our oil change depending on the mileage, and so that's not necessarily like a set amount of times per year, but I'm just gonna go and ballpark and say 50 times 6 times a year, right? Because we have 2 to 3 vehicles. And then I'm gonna add registration is $75 times 3 vehicles, so that's $225 plus $300. So I'm gonna say that's $525 that we need to save. Oh no, this is why I have the whiteout prepared. That's $525 that we need to save, but again, we don't know when we need it, I'm just gonna say that amount as a whole amount because it's 50 times 6 plus 75 times 3. But in short, I didn't know how to calculate this. I'm just gonna start off our fund with $100 per month. And then the more concrete one is all the other subscriptions that we have. So Ricardo has ESPN Plus, and it's actually $54.11. But I know that I want to make it divisible by something over here, so I'm going to do 60. And that is due in June. So we have 6 months to save, and we have nothing saved. So that's $10 that we need to save. And then his next one is DAZN. And that one is $108.24. But I'm going to round it up to 110. And it is due in October. So we have 10 months to save. We have nothing saved yet. So that's $11 per month. And then the next one is PS4, like an annual fee. It is $65. And it is due in November. So we're gonna round it up to $66. So 66 divided by is $6. And then we have my subscriptions, which are Amazon Prime. I'm also gonna round it to 120. And it's due in November as well. It's due in November, but I want it divisible, so I'm gonna make it due in October. So it can be a rounded number. Okay. And then we have my Chase Sapphire credit card. It has an annual fee of $95, but I'm gonna bump it up to $100. It's also due in October, so that's $10. And then last but not least, I'm gonna do holidays. So Christmas, I believe the $80 for us worked this year, so I'm gonna stick with that, and that's $960 per month if you want to divide it by 12. And then we have other holidays. I know that Ricardo wants to buy fireworks, and we usually do that for New Year's, so I'm gonna save for 2022 New Year's because this year's too late now. And we only spend $100, so I'm gonna do 120, and I'm gonna say it's due in December, so I can have 12 months to save. So it's $10 a month, and I think that's a good starting point for us. So whenever I did this on the draft, like I told y'all, I'll give y'all a quick glimpse. I did this draft and I had these numbers way too high, so this $804 was not gonna happen. So I decided to dump these numbers down, and let's see what our new total is. $454. Given that we each work, so we'll have 2 checks each, and if I think about it like that, it'll be like $100, $115 per check. So I think that is reasonable. I know there are several more that we want to add, but I wanted to do something that was feasible and that I could stick with, and maybe next year I could add more, or I can add more throughout the year. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.